Hi Leo, it's Trishna here. Welcome to your August 2019 Success and Abundance reading. What I'm feeling for you is I feel like you're in a pretty good and happy place. So I know in our last success reading for July, what we talked about was how there was something in your life that you really wanted, but you didn't want to actually ask for it because you didn't want to mess up what you already had. Like you were kind of in a good place, but you didn't really have what you wanted, but you didn't want to mess up what you had, by going after what you wanted and getting some kind of rejection. And I feel like you went ahead and you went after it. You asked the person if they would go out with you. You went after the work opportunity or project that you wanted to have. You went after the business opportunity. However it applied for you, I feel like you went after it. You made the move. And things went well for you. And if they didn't go well for you, they certainly went better than you expected. And I feel like now, as a result, you're moving forward. Like, you really needed to make that move in order for you to be able to move forward in life because the energy was very stagnant. And I feel like you've made the move, you got a good result, or you got a much better result than you expected. Things are moving forward for you. And I know in the August reading, I felt like a lot of you were in a really good place in some area of your life, whether it was relationship or career, and you had a lot of excitement in July. And August was going to be a little bit of a boring month in comparison just because the excitement of July was so high, and then August was going to be all about settling in and having the security. And in comparison, August could seem a little boring to you. And I feel like you're really looking at things in a really good, positive way, and you're not bored. You're actually really happy with this new phase. So whatever your scenario is, whether we're following up from the beginning of August readings, or whether we're following up from the mid-July readings, the success readings, I feel like you're in a pretty positive, good, happy place. In terms of the block that I feel for you, so I feel like things are going relatively well for you, and I feel like for the most part, you're feeling really good about it. You're feeling really positive. Like I was saying before, the energy's moving forward. But I think there may be a slight feeling of you don't want to mess this up. This is a really, really good thing that came your way, and you don't want to mess this up. You don't want to make a mistake. You don't want to not step up to the plate. You really don't want to mess whatever this is up. And I feel like it's so minor that I wouldn't really want to consider this a block, but I think in your mind, and also I feel like you can't mess this up. Like, I feel like whatever it is that you receive, whatever it is that you asked for and you got the yes or a better than expected result, whatever it was meant for you. It was meant to be because you waited for it for a while. You've waited for this good thing to come into your life for a while, and you didn't make the move for a long time. You were just observing from the sidelines, and you were waiting. But even though you were waiting, this opportunity didn't pass you by. It didn't go away. So in a sense, it was waiting for you too. It was waiting for you to make the move. That's why you were in a stagnant place. You weren't making the move, and it wasn't going to go anywhere. It needed you to make the move to be able to move forward. So whatever this is I feel like it was meant to be. It was meant for you. And so you can't lose it. You can't mess it up. At least not super badly. I just feel like it's going to work out for you. So that's why I was kind of feeling like, oh, it's not really a block. But I think in your mind, it is a block. Like, it is a block because in your mind, you see things differently. Like you're really happy with this, and you do feel like you could mess this up. Or at the very least, you feel like whatever this is, maybe it's a person that you're in a relationship with now, maybe it's some kind of career project you've always wanted to be in, maybe it's a new career role you've always wanted to go after and finally you have it, new department, whatever it is really, really special to you. And so I guess when I say you don't want to mess it up, I feel like maybe for some of you, it's not that you don't want to mess it up, it's that you honor this thing so much. It's so special to you. It's so valuable to you. It's so beloved by you that you want to make sure you do it justice. You don't want to just do what's normal. You don't want to just do the basics. You don't want to just provide the foundation. You want to show whatever this is, just how valuable it is to you. And so it's not like for some of you, maybe you don't want to mess up. I think that's a part of it, but I think there's like it's kind of a mixture of emotions to where it's not just that you don't want to mess this up, it's that you just don't want to be normal. Like, this isn't some average thing, and you want so much to show how worthy it is to you and to be worthy of it in return. And what I want to say about that is yes, this thing is really special to you. And it's really important to you, and it's enhanced your life, and it's made you so much happier. But whatever this is, it has also it's also happier because you're a part of it too. It's also better because you are now a part of it too. So, if this is a relationship, you feel happier that this person's in your life, you feel like they're the right person, you're excited about them, but they feel the same things too. It's a match, it's a two-way street. And that's what I really want you to take away from this is everything is a two-way street. And if there's a work project, you feel like it's something that you've always wanted, but the project wouldn't be able to succeed without you. You may not know that, but it can't succeed without you either. You bring something to the table that it needs. So there is an equal exchange of energy happening here. This is a two-way street. So remember, whatever it is that you're dealing with is a two-way street. So, there has to be a give and take. You're wanting to really show your worth and really show this person or this project or however this applies how special it is to you, but the other person or the project or whatever else is on the other side also needs to be doing that in return. They need to be showing you how special you are to them, how important you are to them. And so that's what I want you to take away from this is that it's not like it's a two-way street. You can't mess this up. Even if you did mess this up, it takes two to tango, and the other side wants to reciprocate in return. This is something that is an equal exchange, equal happiness, equal players, everything. So don't get too caught up in having to prove your worth or having to prove to this person or the situation how important it is to you, how special it is to you, how much gratitude you have for it, how you're not going to take it for granted. Don't worry about that too much. Do what you're doing, have fun with it, but know that you deserve to have the same in return and really have fun. Like have fun, enjoy this. This is supposed to be fun. This isn't supposed to be about you proving something or sacrificing in some way. This is supposed to be fun. Like this was meant for you. You waited a long time. You took the leap. You asked for it and it came, which means, now is time for you to enjoy the rewards that you have reaped, because you're not honoring something if you feel like you're always having to owe something back for receiving. You honor it when you enjoy it to its fullest and feel like an equal part. And I feel like, as you start thinking about this as a two-way street, there may be a new block that comes up, like some kind of fear. And I feel like that fear is going to be centered around, if I give freely and I believe that this is a two-way street, that we're equals, that I deserve the same in return, what if that person doesn't give me the same in return? What if I start believing that I deserve the same and they don't give it to me, and then I get disappointed, or I start, thinking that this person isn't going to step up for me, they aren't going to give me what I'm worth. And I would just say that yes, that can happen, but I really feel like this person, the situation, or whatever, they do want to give you the same in return. They really, really, really want to, and they're not going to take advantage of you. And it's okay to be open to receiving in return. And yeah, like this was meant for you and you were meant for it. So this is going to work out, and have fun, give, and there's always a little bit of keeping score that you need to do, because you don't want to be taken for granted. You don't want to be doing a bunch and not getting much in return. Like that is important. All relationships need to have some kind of exchange that is acceptable to both sides, that is balanced in some way. And yes, there are some relationships where you may give more and somebody else may give more. Like you may be somebody's mentor, so you're always the one giving advice. Or somebody may be your mentor, so you're receiving a lot more than you're giving. But in those cases, there is still a balance. The mentor wants to give away their wisdom. That's why they took you on. And and then those relationships tend to transform, or they tend to dissipate once the person no longer needs the advice, or once the person no longer wants to give the advice. And then either you transform into a friendship, or you kind of part ways and the mentor finds a new mentee and you the mentee find a new mentor, or you find somebody to mentor. Like there's always some kind of balance that needs to be there. So there is a level of scoring, but balance is different in each relationship. So you do want to keep an eye on things like that, but I really feel like that should be one of the least of your worries. Like you really shouldn't put a lot of your attention on that right now. Don't worry about getting taken advantage of right now. Really just enjoy this opportunity, really just enjoy this person, enjoy the relationship, and this person or this opportunity is going to step up and they are going to do their best to meet you at the level that you're giving to them, just as you're trying to do your best to meet them at the level of specialness that you see them as. So this is a two-way street. I do feel like it's very balanced. So yeah, I feel like everything is positive. It's good for you. Don't worry. Just don't worry. Just have fun. That's really what I want you to take away from this. Is it's a two-way street. So you're going to get in return what you put in. So and two, have fun. Have fun with it. Really, really, really have fun because you've waited for this. It's here now. Don't squander this happy moment by worrying. Enjoy it. So thank you so much for watching. I hope I earned your like and your subscribe. I hope this was helpful, and I will see you in my next video.